Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of the What the Deuce podcast. I'm back with Omer and Hashim. What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's
what's
up?
up?
So it's been like a week since we last recorded, but a lot has happened since then. I don't know if everyone noticed, but we went live on Spotify a couple days ago, and that's very exciting, honestly. How you guys feeling about that?
I'm feeling pretty good. We got a bunch of views. We got one from Mexico, one from Guatemala,
One from
or
Nicaragua.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
there.
It's super dope. Like I was not expecting the reaction that we got. I know when we went live on Spotify, I was expecting a bit more numbers just because Spotify's a lot easier than YouTube for people to listen to podcasts. But wasn't expecting the volume of stuff that we got through that. I'm so thankful for everyone for that, and I really want to thank the people who left comments on our YouTube videos as well for helping us out and showcasing what we need to improve on and what we're doing well. So thanks a lot for that, guys.
Yeah, dude, we're getting popular, but don't let it get to your head, Arslan.
I'm
We got a
trying
big
my
head
best. I'm
already.
trying my best not to. But when I saw those Ontario numbers, I was like, "Ooh, my hometown." Okay, I see you guys. Thanks.
But if you guys didn't check it out yet, the link will be in the description. Please go check it out if you haven't already.
I feel like the hardest thing is finding topics to talk about. So if you guys have any recommendations of things we should talk about, let us know. Hit us up in the DMs. Otherwise, let's begin.
All right, cool. So for our first topic, and I really want to talk about this. Did y'all see Elon Musk's rant on Twitter the other day? Like this man was just going off. I think he's still going off right now, if I'm being honest.
To be that rich, you definitely had to be a little bit weird. So I feel like he's just showing his inner weirdness that we don't know about.
I mean, he's always done that though on Twitter.
You know,
Yes.
think about like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. There's definitely something abnormal about them.
Not
But
just
that's
their
what's led
hairlines,
them
right?
to
Their
that's what led them
hairline.
to the success.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you can take it back to like our previous topics about like Michael Jordan and stuff, I think it takes like a certain type of person to become a billionaire. Like not just everyone can do it, you know?
Did you see what he tweeted yesterday? He actually this morning, he said Minecraft has amazing legs. I started laughing my ass off. I
What
was
does
like,
that
why do you
even
play
mean?
Minecraft, bro?
Sometimes he tweets like complex physics equations, and then other times he tweets about Minecraft.
Can you imagine if Minecraft was actually the complicated physics equation?
It's just
This
like
actually has like a deep meaning to it, and he's just not explaining it to everybody.
all those deep physics equations that Hashim's talking about was just him doing like red torch stuff in Minecraft. That's all it was the whole time.
Thank you,
The
thank you.
tweet I really want to talk about is so Elon Musk tweeted out that Tesla stock is way too high, and immediately after tweeting that, his stock dropped 30 points. And the only reason I'm bringing this up, I mean, it's good for anyone who's like planning on buying Tesla stock, I guess, because now it's pretty cheap. But that also means that I lost $2,000. Sorry, $200. But still, $200 was lost because this man tweeted out that his stock was too high. Now, I'm not. This is just conspiracy. Of course, what I'm about to say is probably super illegal. That he's probably not doing this. It's all just conjecture. I feel like he's thinking his own company is gonna fail, and he's tanking it on purpose.
You think he's thinking it on purpose? I think he's also thinking it on purpose. There's no way he doesn't realize his own power on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I feel like he just
I
doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Tesla's
like
very
I feel
high.
like no, I feel like he has a reason. Like this type of dude has a reason for this kind of stuff. He's eccentric as hell. There has to be a
No,
reason.
there's no reason he would try to lose the company that he's been working so much for. And like so many people love Tesla. Like, have you seen the Tesla fanboys?
Yeah.
Like they're as crazy as like Korean K-pop fanboys.
Do you think maybe it's like self-amusement? Like he's actually getting a kick out of this?
Yeah, he gets a
Absolutely.
kick out of this.
Absolutely.
He doesn't. He's at a point where he doesn't give a fuck, so he just does what he wants.
No. Like I said, I don't think he's actually shorting his company. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want his stock to completely fall. But the fact that he's just doing that willy nilly and not thinking about like investors and stuff, that's crazy to me. Because I mean, again, I'm coming from a side of maybe this sounds kind of privileged, but I lost so much money just because this man tweeted that stuff out. And to Hashim's point, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I used to work for an organization that was really invested in what Elon was doing. You know, like we were helping him design something that was gonna be one of his premier projects in the future.
Oh,
And
can you say the project or you can't?
I'd
You're
rather
in
not.
the you rather not? Okay,
I'd rather
okay. I
not.
was gonna
But
bring it
anyway,
up, but it's
Everyone
okay. We
knows
don't have
about
to
the
talk
topic.
about
Like that's one of the topics that Elon Musk advocates for all the time.
nah, I'd rather not. It's fine.
it. Arslan was actually making flamethrowers for Elon Musk.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
making flamethrowers, real flamethrowers, not the weird blowtorch thing before. Anyway, no. So like I've been around those Elon Musk fanboys. Like I hear the conversations they have. I'm in a Discord with them as well. They have not mentioned his Twitter rant at all, and that's kind of surprising to me because I feel like they're always on that stuff.
I feel like
They wouldn't dare dirty their god like that. They
But
could
is
never
this a
do
new
that.
thing really? Hasn't he been doing this for like a while now? He's been tweeting about random stuff that he wants, like memes and everything.
You're right, he has been, but I feel like yesterday was significant just because it just came out of nowhere. And also remember, Elon Musk was tweeting about how he wants to open up America again, so that was like putting a bunch of eyes on him.
I had Yeah, that's what put the most eyes on him because he was like free like free ourselves from like this oppression or something, like some deep quote.
I feel like he was in disguise while doing the protest. Like
Do
he
you
was
think he
wearing a
actually
mask.
believes in this, or is he just like sarcasm?
No, I think he actually believes in this.
I
Why
think
else
he
would he
actually
put
believes
it
in
out?
it too. Yeah, because like, because he was posting out like these articles about like how the hospitals aren't actually being flooded, and like the media was lying about how severe it was. And I'm just like, bro, you're making it worse.
But think about this. He definitely knows something that we don't. He doesn't. He wouldn't say something that's completely not factual, especially being a science guy that loves physics and math and
On
numbers. Like he
on
definitely
Twitter,
knows something as a
no,
billionaire.
on Twitter, it's just his opinion. Like half the stuff isn't factual.
Nah, but he's not the type to just say his opinion.
He is the type to just say his opinion.
No, he's not.
I
Have you
mean,
seen, he says everything based on facts.
so
That's how
when he
he.
said that Tesla's stock was too high, that was
Yeah,
factual
that's
to him.
facts. That's factual.
I guess maybe to his opinion.
He
I
says what he
mean,
wants.
I
He
mean,
says what he
isn't
wants. That's based on truth.
I mean, isn't
Tesla's
that
only
what
high
all?
because of the hype around it.
I feel like Elon Musk is getting kind of tired, just like every other American is, and he just wants to open things up again. I bet he has a bunch of ideas that he wants to get off the ground. He just can't do it, and he's getting really frustrated about it. And that's why he's just lashing out on Twitter, because he can't get like stuff moving in the speed that he wants.
I feel like no, he just knows stuff. Like he wouldn't say something stupid
Again,
that could cause harm, or would he?
no, he
Is he?
definitely
He's
would.
not trying to be an edgy meme lord right now. I don't think so. When he says open that the coronavirus is a hoax, I think he actually thinks so. But he's a science guy, and science people use numbers. So I feel like he's basing his information off somewhere.
You do know that Elon Musk dropped a mixtape in the middle of like the whole freaking like scandal that he was going through with Tesla, right? He's
So
like
he's being an edgy meme lord,
he's a
meme
notorious
lord right
meme
now.
lord, dude. He's a notorious meme lord.
So he's just
Well,
messing with
I
us.
don't think he's being a meme lord right now, though.
Okay, that's the discussion I wanted to have. Like, do you think he's being a meme lord? I think partially yes. Yeah, I think he is being a meme lord, and basically him being a meme lord is kind of being more negative than positive. Like if
He's
he's
kind of
trying,
hurting himself because like if he ever tweets about something that people actually like, if he actually advocates for something, no one's gonna take him seriously.
like you guys remember when he was trying to save all those kids who were locked underground, and everyone was like roasting him after he couldn't do it.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
basically attracting like the 4chan community to himself.
I mean, believe me, dude. The people I used to work with definitely browse 4chan during their free time.
Seriously,
I think so. There's two types of people, bro. There's two types of nerds. There's medical nerds who I feel like are a bit more extroverted, and then there's tech nerds who are definitely not. I mean, of course, that's just a generalization that doesn't apply to everyone.
and then there's physics nerds like Elon Musk.
I mean, he's dating like that.
I agree with you actually. I feel like he's definitely a meme lord now that I think about it. I feel like a lot of very smart nerds are kind of do what away from status norm, I guess to say.
I mean, but Elon Musk shows it out way more than anybody else.
He just shows it out because he's a platform.
I mean, everybody else has a platform too.
You
I
don't
mean,
remember those weird kids in high school that used to form like the same group? They used to do the weirdest stuff in public.
like
Which
what,
group?
Hashim?
Like nerds, like tech nerds, like
So I honestly think that Elon Musk is one of those awkward tech nerds in high school. Like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like they do the nerd return runs in hallways. They don't give a shit of what people think of them.
You mean like the people who
He's
used
definitely
to?
one of those types.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
was one of
Elon.
those types too, bro.
You think so, Omer?
Oh my God, I used to scream "re" across the halls for no reason.
Omer's low key the type of dude who was gonna be screaming about Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce for real. I mean, does
Nah, it's
I
maybe.
feel like
Who knows?
it's different to impress your friends while doing that, Omer, or then different than just doing it because you think that it's accepted.
I think I was doing both. I think I was doing it to have fun with my friends and because I was actually getting a really big kick out of it.
a kick
You guys
out
never
of it.
tried that before?
I mean,
No, I never screamed Re across the hallway.
look,
You're
man,
missing out, Hashim.
it's the definition of Rick and Morty style humor. You know, Elon Musk is friends with the creators of Rick and Morty. Like he was even on Rick and Morty for God's sake. You know, so obviously he's in that community. He's that type of memer. You know, I feel like we're very much used to like the old type of billionaires, like Warren Buffett and like Bill Gates, like the old people. Elon Musk
Old
is the new
school.
generation of billionaire. You know,
Speaking of Warren Buffett, did you guys see that he's selling all his airplane stocks? Yo,
Actually?
flights are about to be really expensive because a
He's-
bunch of them are about to tank.
he's selling his stocks.
Yeah, he's selling all his airline stock. He has stocks in like Delta, Spirit. He's selling all of them,
Oh no, how are people gonna pay for their $8 flights
and
now to
he's telling
California?
everyone to sell them. So they're definitely gonna go bankrupt.
So I was thinking about this. So everyone's buying a bunch of stocks, right? Because everyone's like, "Oh, everything's really cheap right now, right?" Don't you guys think the market's just gonna crash soon? You think that's what's gonna happen soon? Like the market's just gonna completely crash, and people are going to lose so much money because everyone's buying all these stocks right now.
I feel like it's gonna crash if we have a second wave of coronavirus. If we open too early, but otherwise, the government's putting a lot of money into the economy right now. They're printing a lot of money to say the least.
You know, Hashim, you know what you reminded me of? You reminded me of that one guy on Twitter who's like predicting the future a couple years ago about the virus, and like one of his tweets was that he said, if we open too early, like the whole world's gonna like shit on itself, especially America.
Yeah.
Like you literally just reminded me of that. I don't know how. Did you see that tweet?
Yeah, I saw that tweet. Because if we open and then everyone closes again, that's just gonna hurt the economy even more.
Oh, Hashim, is this character development I'm hearing? Is this very different from what you were talking about a couple of weeks ago?
What was I talking about a couple weeks ago?
Weren't you saying like we need to open up again? Like we have to get people back to work. The economy can't last this long.
I said that's true too, but like no one knows what to do. Even the president doesn't know what to do.
I mean,
Like
to be fair,
either
yeah.
no one goes to work and people are struggling, or we open too early and then we have another wave,
Mhm.
and then the economy
Right
is
now, a lot
worse
of
than
people
it was
are on.
before.
A lot of people are on unemployment right now, so I don't know how long that's gonna last. Honestly.
Yeah, like the government can't keep printing money.
Yeah, they're gonna run out of money
Or-
real fast. I heard like a couple of weeks ago they already ran out of money for businesses, and now they have to make more, which might
Yeah.
increase the federal debt, but we'll see. I think like I said, I think Elon Musk is just getting unrestly like everyone else, and we're just gonna have to see what happens. The economy,
Uh-huh.
the freaking state of the world is absolutely insane right now, and I don't know what to say about it anymore. It's been like what 2 months into quarantine. I feel like this
Yeah,
is
I
never
feel like
gonna end.
everyone's saying the same thing over and over again. I feel like we said to watch and see what happens.
Yeah, there's nothing new going on in people's lives. They're just waiting for the news.
People are just saying like, "Oh, what's gonna happen? The doomsday?" Speaking of doomsday, did you guys hear about a new bug that became into America?
Freaking stop, bro.
A new
Why?
bug.
Why? Why is this more? First aliens. First coronavirus, then aliens, now this.
Yeah, it's called like a death hornet or something like that.
A death hornet?
I'm not sure about the exact terminology. Basically, like if you get bit by it, you die, and like there's a lot of them coming into America from the West Coast.
Wait,
It's pretty
wait,
crazy.
wait. So that they're
These
native
things
to
are like
California?
giants, aren't they? These things are like giants. I don't know where they're from, but I saw a picture like the comparison between a regular hornet and these super death hornets or whatever. They're like 5 times the size of a regular one.
Are you serious? I haven't heard
Yo.
about any of this. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wait.
someone needs to stop playing their Jumanji game and turn that
Oh
off.
my god,
Yes,
dude.
yes. Someone needs to take their turn in Jumanji, please. We need this right now. Where's
Yeah, I
Robin
know.
Williams when you need him? Or The Rock? Wait, so is it coming from California?
They're saying it's coming from Asia.
Somewhere in Asia.
Oh, he
So
said.
a bunch of people are making memes like, "Oh, first you give us virus, now you give us this bug.
Wait, so okay.
We just need to shut them down."
Wait, didn't Moses go through this? Like, didn't he go through like a plague of lotuses or something? Is that what's happening right now?
It's not a yeah, I guess you could say it's a
Yeah.
lotus. It's not a
It's
lotus,
just-
but it's a hornet.
It's just a plague of bugs.
You know the stink bug came from China too, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do you think it's because of
Pretty
all the
crazy.
freaking Chinese deliveries we get? Like some of them snuck into the packaging.
Yep. They said that they're going to become prominent.
Oh my god.
So now we have Australia wildlife.
God needs to stop with this DLC, bro. Like I get God's getting it bored, but all these expansion packs are really killing us right now. So what's been going on in you guys' lives? It's been like a little bit since we last recorded.
You want to talk about school now?
Oh, actually, I want to talk about this. This is a school topic we can talk about. I have a hot take. I feel like a lot of students are going to disagree with me here. I thought about that this morning. So, like, if school was still going on as normal, and I was still going to campus, the atmosphere on campus right now would just be people really stressed out for finals, right? Like there'd be like this really high energy atmosphere in the air of all these people preparing for something that's coming up real quick, right?
I know that feeling, the finals feeling. It's just in the
Yeah.
air.
And I low key miss it.
Everyone's tense at the library.
Yeah, yeah.
During that time.
And I really low key miss it. Like I feel like I need that energy.
You
right
miss
now.
it?
I miss it. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I feel I really miss that energy because it felt like I was a part of something. You know, like everyone was going through this big thing that's so important to our lives, and we're all going through it together in like the library or your dorm or whatever, right? And I feel like I needed that kinetic energy to like get me through finals, right? Like right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I have finals in like next week, right? Or like 2 weeks from now, and I feel like I really don't care. I feel like it's not that important right now, just because I don't have that kinetic energy in the air right now. I don't have that like stress around me, so I have a hard time caring, I guess.
Arslan, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's a hot take. I think that's a very relatable thing you're going through. Like, I think most people like base off their drive to do well in the finals through their peers. Like
Mhm.
they see the stress and they feel more stressed to do better, right? But right now nobody cares.
I
Like even
actually
at
feel
home,
that.
they're just kind
Yeah.
of chilling out. They're doing whatever work they're doing, and then they're probably just gonna end up cheating on the final anyway with their friends or just some online information.
I saw on Snapchat today, like, well, not on Snapchat. My friend texted me and was like, "Oh yeah, his sister has finals coming up real quick, and she's just watching Grey's Anatomy because, like, who cares?" I don't know. It's just it's
Yeah,
a
I remember
weird.
the days like the late night study groups at the library. Even though it was like we were worried about the text, like it kind of made us feel closer as college students. I feel like you can make friends easily during finals week.
Mhm.
I totally agree with that. I feel like on the day of finals, like Quizlet servers are gonna be like overthrown.
Oh my
Like
god,
everybody's
yes.
gonna be on it on that day.
You better hope you have Quizlet Premium to get those exclusive lists.
I feel like finals is the best time to make friends. It's like that freshman feeling again, where like everyone's like worried about what's coming in the future. That everyone's like, oh, like you can be my friend. You could be my friend.
Again, it's just like it's just weird now because like I'm getting close to like the end of my college experience, and this is like a year where I'm basically or a semester that I'm just not feeling that anymore. Like I'm missing out on that experience. I'm low key missing it.
You know what I wish I had in quarantine
Oreos.
because I have so much free time? No, a
Oh,
home
what?
gym. I
A
feel
home
like I would
gym,
hit the
yeah.
home gym every day because
Those
I have
are
nothing better to
expensive,
do
man.
right
Those are
now.
expensive, but those are
No,
it's
I just
definitely
feel like
worth it
I
right
had
now.
access to a gym right now. Like it would be the best time to just like work out
Dude.
You
and
know
come out
what
of the
one of
gym
my friends
full.
did? They all pitched in to one of my friends' like basement and they all like donated equipment. So they're all working out there like, not all together obviously. They're still doing social distancing, but they take days to
Oh,
participate.
dang.
That's
That's a
so
very good
smart,
idea.
bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy. My house isn't big enough
They're
for
all
that,
getting
but like,
swole one day at a time.
We should do that actually. Austin, can we use your basement?
I call Friday.
It's your house, bro.
it's your house. You can do it every day.
Not when you guys are there though.
What do you mean? Why
Social
not?
distancing.
We can work out together. You can
Arsenal has a
spot me.
coronavirus, you know this, right?
Ugh.
Arslan has coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
oh
god.
no, Arslan, please.
Have you guys seen like videos of Arnold Schwarzenegger talking from his home gym about how everyone should be like calm and peaceful during this time, and like his dogs are just like eating like pretzels out of a bowl while people are like starving watching the video?
No, I didn't.
I
I
don't
didn't
think
know.
it's that bad.
I
No,
didn't
It's
it's
even know
not
you
not.
bad. I
I'm,
think
followed
I'm
him
it's
like that.
exaggerating. I'm exaggerating, but like it's just funny. I mean, Arnie earned that, but like I'm just saying it's funny.
It's not even that. I feel like America's blessed enough that it has hunger problems, but not to the extent that we see around the world. I'm just worried about like back home in Pakistan.
Yeah, once
They
again,
live
bro,
so close to each other.
you keep saying Pakistan.
Yeah,
It's pronounced, my friend, Pakistan.
Pakistan,
Why are you saying it like that?
Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran. They're all the same to
All
me.
the
Man.
stands are the same to me. Yeah. But yeah, no, like you're right, man. Like I feel really bad for people back home. Like I feel like if you have the ability to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger on Instagram, you don't have it as bad as people like in other countries, I'm guessing. Okay, flagrant take here. Do you think black females are happy that like their mans are actually not out there cheating now because they have to stay inside their house?
Do you think all the black kids are happy that their dads came back from the grocery store?
Oh,
Yo, do you think? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You think like you think all okay.
go ahead, go ahead.
Do you
I'm
think all
waiting
the
for
do
this.
you think all the children of minority fathers are happy that their fathers are back in their lives because they like, get those like freaking checks?
I mean, I feel like they're still struggling though, so it's kind of like on and off between when they're happy and when they're not.
No, brother. Think about it. Like when those fathers heard that, oh, I get $500 if I have a child, bet, and then they went back to their families that they haven't been to in like 6 years.
I feel like that
They
happens.
finally get to cash out.
No, yeah, I feel like that happens way more often than it should. So I
Oh,
can't.
you guys know what happened at a recent wedding I went to?
What happened?
What? They were playing Jonas Brothers?
No. No. Do you know how like they do the bridesmaid grooms thing? Like they throw the bouquet.
Yeah.
So I was just chilling on the stage, and the bouquet landed in my hand.
Wait, really?
You know how like that you get married soon?
Yo, Hashim.
Like all the females like
Yeah.
lining up.
Isn't the
It
bridesmaid
landed-
supposed to
I wasn't
kiss
even
it?
paying attention. It landed in my hand, and I just threw it on the floor and ran away.
Yo, Hashim,
heck?
that's straight up like a romantic comedy subplot, bro. You might want to be looking for some females who like are
Nah,
in
nah,
equally weird situations right now.
Hashi, maybe they threw it to you on purpose.
No,
You
I
don't
was just
know.
standing there. There was all these females like trying to catch it.
All the
and I was
bridesmaids
behind
were
them.
next to you? What were you doing with all the bridesmaids?
No, I was behind them. I was talking to someone on the stage, and it just fell in my hand, so I just threw it on the floor. I was like, "Whoa, what the?"
Why did you throw it on the floor, bro? That's weird.
Bro, the bride was playing football with you. You didn't
Dude,
throw it back.
You should have just gave
I
it to
had
one
I
of the
had the video
females.
somewhere.
You should have just gave it to one of the females and winked at them, bro. Come on.
Nah, what the? This is a Daisy wedding. What do you
Okay,
want me to
so
get persecuted or something?
I was wondering if this was a Daisy wedding or not, because we don't do that at Daisy weddings. So like, I was
Yeah,
like,
I've
what?
never heard that at
Oh,
any
that
like.
was that the way Daisy wedding though. It was just like the kids. It wasn't really serious. It was like
Oh, so the kids threw it, not the
no, the
bride.
wife, the bride threw.
That's weird. Okay, was the bride white? Okay, by the way, Desi means just brown people like
No,
Pakistani,
South
Indian,
Asian, yeah, South
Asian. Yeah,
Asian.
that's what Desi means. Like,
no, yeah, they don't usually do it. I don't know why they did it, but yeah.
that's interesting. Yo, that chick probably watched too many romantic comedies, bro. She's like, oh,
Yeah,
everyone
probably.
does this. You know, I saw Anne Hathaway do this in that one movie. So
I mean, we do a lot of stuff now that we don't expect in our kind of weddings now, but that's a different separate topic.
no, dude. If you really want to go that deep, we're gonna be the first generation of Desi kids playing rap music in our weddings.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like
I feel
our
that.
generation, we're gonna be the ones because
Yeah.
like that's all Desi culture is, like just discount black culture. So we're gonna like
I feel like
put
that's
that
what
in there.
our parents
I
fear.
remember in my cousin's wedding. His name is also Omar too, right? And his wife, they were taking pictures at a masjid, and she was like doing this thing where she was like wearing like a long dress, and she was like spinning around in front of the masjid, and my grandfather was making so much fun of her. It was actually kind of crazy. Like she was almost dancing in front of the masjid and taking
Yeah, like
pictures.
to our grandparents, our generation is whack as hell.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
that's whack to me too, but I don't know what this says about me. I guess I'm just old man.
Omar
feel
goes
like-
on TikTok and just cringes. Nothing is good on
I
there.
don't go on TikTok. That's how old I am.
I
I don't feel like any of us go on TikTok.
yeah. Honestly, I
Don't you go
saw
on TikTok, bro?
No, I don't.
I saw a post where it's like, you know, you were born in like between 1997 and 2001 if you like did not have TikTok because you knew Vine. You know, I feel like it has to be like its own separate generation because we don't have TikToks, but because we had Vine back in the day, and TikToks would just discount Vines to us.
Honestly, TikTok is
I,
a cancer.
I feel like that. I really, Hashima, you can't say that, bro. You listen to TikTok.
Hashim,
No, I don't listen to TikTok. I downloaded it and I deleted it after I wanted to know what it was.
I don't believe.
hey
you,
man,
bro.
that's
I
more
don't believe
effort than I put into it. So I mean, you know, look,
I try to stay informed, unlike you guys.
hey, I still know about some TikToks. Like, I mean, I knew when the JoJo song was a TikTok, and I thought that was funny. Get it? Because
No, you know when TikTok has done too much, when people start saying, "Oh, hey, that's a TikTok song," instead of the actual song.
oh yeah, but to be fair though, I remember people did that for Vine and Musically as well. So it's not like just a TikTok thing. Like
It
that's
just makes it worse now
okay.
because we can shit on it.
Yeah. We're the old bands.
What's
now.
your what are you guys' favorite vines?
We're the boomers.
You want to do favorite Vines?
My
Oh, we can talk about
my
Vines.
favorite vine is the watermelon one.
Oh
I
yeah,
know that's
the,
cringy as hell, and I only like it because every vine he's ever produced, he always says watermelon. I like the consistency.
Did you guys see that one Vine where they had the boat? There was two African American guys on the boat,
no, what is this one?
Is that
And
your
they're
favorite
basically-
vine?
and they were basically going off like an edge, and the one guy was scared. That was hilarious.
I haven't seen this one. I might have to look
I
it
don't
up. I
think I
might
saw
just
that
post it.
one.
I might just put these Vines in the video to be honest.
Yeah, just put them in the link.
My favorite Vine was always the one where he goes like free Shavakadu. I know it's stupid, but like I just like the way he says it. It's just really funny to me. And
What does
whenever
he say?
it's free, okay, so it says fresh avocado, right? Why am I explaining the
Uh-huh.
Vine to you? What the heck? I feel so old doing that. It says fresh avocados, but the guy says free Shavakadu. Wait, hold up. What am I talking about? That's not my favorite Vine. Omar, you know what my favorite Vine is. It's the guy who goes, he's holding a taco that he got for free, and then he breaks it. He goes like, you know
Get
how
your
it is,
free
boys,
Taco
guys, free
Tuesday.
taco, and then he drops it. Yeah,
Oh my god.
That one's
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
you love that
I
Vine.
love
That's a
that Vine.
classic. That's a classic one.
I used to show that to my roommate like 15,000 times in college.
I remember I was wheezing at that vine. Like
Mhm.
for no reason too. Like in reality, if you watch it, it's not that funny.
No, dude,
It's
it's
just
funny.
there's something about it. Like he just fucking loses his taco in the middle of the ground and just
Nah,
cuts
dude,
out
yeah,
like that.
yeah. If you want to go like artistic, like artsy fartsy on this, the fact that he's so smug about getting his free taco, and then it just immediately breaks. It's the funniest thing in the world. Just the look on his
He was
face.
so proud that he got a free taco.
Yeah.
But let's go back to King Bach real quick. Why do
It
you guys
wasn't
hate
even
him?
fake. It was like authentic. That's why it made it so good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's not forced. I feel like King Box jokes are very forced, Omer. Like nowadays, at least.
You think so?
Like the stuff he
I
does.
haven't
on
seen
YouTube.
anything from him now. I know is he
Isn't he
is
on
he still on Wild and Out?
Is he on Wild 'N Out? He might be on Wild 'N Out. Okay, look, here's the thing. He's trying way too hard to be a movie star, bro. Like he's been like in a bunch of like VOD movies and things like that, and like just like a bunch of like
Oh, you're
smaller
right,
things.
bro. I saw a bunch of ads of him, like weird ass, like just unrelated ads to comedy.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
poor him.
really trying to transition. I mean, I get it, bro. Like, I mean, YouTube is still such an unstable place. Like, you can't really do it forever. So
But I would think the same thing as Hashim. I feel like he would be on TikTok. Like that's kind of his like forte,
I think
right?
he's definitely on TikTok.
he's probably on
I
TikTok.
think I've seen some of his videos, even though I don't go on TikTok.
But I feel like the only popular people on TikTok are hot girls who are doing dancing. So like, I feel like like,
There's funny videos.
there's funny videos, but they're not as prolific as Vine was. You know, like
I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't go on TikTok.
Hashim,
but
you're
I think
making a
there's
great
funny
case for
videos.
yourself, bro.
You're really selling that you don't go on TikTok. Like when you keep saying it.
Wait, when did I say that?
Let's put a counter. Let's put a counter in the video,
Absolutely.
Arslan.
Yeah, no, we're just a generation that thinks TikTok is lame. Just always specific. Because like you're saying, even my friends, I only have like a couple friends who have downloaded TikTok. The only people I know who have downloaded TikTok are significant, like just like a couple years older than us. And Hashim, yes.
Well, your sisters have TikTok? I know my sister.
My sisters have TikTok, and my cousins have TikTok. I feel that's why I say I feel like it's like the gap between 1997 and 2001. If you were born in 2002 or later, I feel like you have TikTok.
Yeah, most likely, for sure.
It's basically just kids who are still in high school. Really, I think it's just like if you're still in high school, you have it. I feel like once you hit college, you're just like whatever I like, that's all I like. I'm not gonna go look into new things.
Every middle schooler with a phone right now definitely has TikTok. But they're probably making them right now, actually.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when Instagram first came out, and that was like the biggest thing. I mean, it's still really big, but like, do you guys remember when
TikTok is kind of like the new iFunny? You guys are kind of wrong in the sense that a lot of the videos that I see on TikTok, I downloaded it. I do have it.
Wait, I thought you don't watch TikTok.
Hashim,
Thank you for cutting Arslan off, by the way.
Were you lying during Ramadan, bro?
I'm not lying.
Do you watch TikTok or you do not watch TikTok?
I have it, but I don't watch it. So
You
I'm
said
not
you
lying.
deleted it, so
I deleted it now, but when I had it, I said it was a lot. It was just like funny videos on the
Again,
internet that people posted on TikTok. That was my feed basically.
To me, it's still cringy. I feel like it is to Arslan too, but maybe not to Hashim. Who knows?
It is cringy, but it was kind of entertaining. No cap.
Okay, Hashim. Look, bro. Look, bro.
Can we go back to what Arslan said? Like, I
I'm
want to go
talking
back
about
to
TikTok
Instagram.
and I said no cap. Cut that out, man.
Okay, whatever, bro. Don't cut that out. But I want to go back to what Arslan said about Instagram during middle school days. Like, I remember when Instagram added like their IG stories. I thought that was the dumbest idea. They were just obviously ripping off Snapchat, but it ended up being more popular than Snapchat.
Yeah, Snap is dead for real. But like Instagram is crazy. I mean, I was really nervous when Facebook bought them because Facebook was going to ruin it. But nah, Instagram's still doing really good, especially during quarantine with all like.
Did you see they took off likes and everything? That's pretty crazy.
They did that a while ago, didn't they?
So what did they do?
They took off the likes.
They
didn't
took off likes.
Like a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
You think that changed anything? I feel like the culture's still the same.
Definitely. Instagram is the free OnlyFans.
The free OnlyFans. Oh my god. Do you guys ever watch any of those Instagram live videos?
Nope.
Like the big celebrity ones?
Depends on who it is.
Like, I feel like Instagram did everything that Twitter wanted to, or Twitter and Snapchat wanted to do. It combined it all into one app. Like they had Periscope, Twitter has live stories, Snapchat has stories, and Instagram took that too. It basically is everything. And like the Discover feed is like Twitter. Instagram
to be honest
is like
with you, I didn't even know Twitter had
combined everything. Yeah.
I didn't even know Twitter had a live feed.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Yeah, Twitter does. It's not as good as Instagram's, but like again, I still prefer Twitter because again, Instagram is still primarily pictures and images. I still prefer the words that I get on Twitter because you can't put a filter on words. Whatever you say is what you say. You can't fake.
Yeah, I like Reddit and Twitter because like I like the Reddit communities, but then I like Twitter because like you get the information straight from the source. Like a lot of celebrities are on Twitter, so you get to hear what they're talking about, I guess.
Yeah, Instagram, anybody can put on any type of persona they want.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually kind of cringy sometimes. That's why I only follow close friends and some celebrities.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like no one ever posts. I mean, some people do, but not majority of people don't post their bad days on Instagram. People do complain on Twitter. They post like when they're upset on Twitter, and at least that feels more real to me, you know.
I feel like no one doesn't complain on Twitter. Like everyone's just complaining.
Yeah, but like,
they always have something to say. They always have something to say about
Arslan, that says something about your character.
What? I feel like people complaining is more real than people just posting whenever they're happy.
No, that you enjoy.
You enjoy listening to people's misery
complaints instead of their happiness.
I just like hearing people's points, and I sometimes enjoy the discourse. I prefer having a conversation.
I never really liked Twitter. I liked Instagram because like I like to like follow up with what's going on with people that I know in their lives. But like Twitter, I don't care what celebrities are tweeting about. So what attracts you to it?
I mean, Hashim, you literally just said that you liked Reddit and Twitter, bro. What are you talking about now?
I mean, I like Reddit more because like Reddit, I learned about the news and stuff.
Okay, well
I mean,
that's
with Twitter,
that's
you can also do that too. Like
yeah.
that's what I use Twitter for.
So you don't use it to like hear
I,
about like
I
celebrities
Well,
and like what they tweet about.
sometimes just to see what they have to say about it.
okay,
But
well yeah.
it's just regarding new content, current events, stuff like that. I
Uh,
feel like Arsan's the same way too. He got me into Twitter
yeah,
a
I mean
while ago.
Hashim, like I'll be honest with you, bro. Like I go on Instagram sometimes. I sometimes like people's pictures. I don't really, as messed up as it sounds, I don't really care about people's vacation pictures that much. Like I don't really care about the stuff they post on Instagram. I prefer Twitter because I get all my memes, I get all my posts. That people say really funny things on Twitter all the time. I get my news that way too. It's stuff that I care about on Twitter and on Instagram. Like I don't follow any of my friends on Twitter. I purposely did that just because like I'd rather just it be where I get my source of information, especially for this podcast. Half of the topics I get are just from Twitter, and it's really nice.
Funny thing is, Arslan, I don't think you're the only one on that. Like a lot of people a lot of people they don't care what's on other people's Instagrams either. They're just there to post their own shit and look at memes.
Hmm.
Like I genuinely feel like that's what people do on Instagram. They don't give a shit about anybody else's vacation or anything.
I mean, Hashim, if you feel differently, go ahead, go off on it, man.
I feel like this topic is run dry.
Okay, well, speaking of Twitter, another a big okay. So I follow like a lot of people who are really into fighting games on Twitter, and a lot of things that they're complaining about right now is about
Mm-hmm.
Evo getting canceled. Okay, look, obviously a bunch of conventions like Comic Con got canceled, freaking PAX East got canceled, uh,
Otakon.
Otakon got canceled, Evolution's now canceled as well. A lot of sports leagues are also canceled, obviously. And this is very interesting because they're still having Evo. The event itself is canceled. Like you can't go to Las Vegas to participate anymore. But now they're just having all the tournaments online now. And this is very interesting because if anyone follows the fighting game community at all, the number one thing that they complain about is the online of their fighting games. Basically, if you look at the Evo lineup, like Street Fighter, Tekken, Smash Brothers especially, they all apparently have really garbage online, and people are really hesitant about having the biggest fighting game tournament in the world be online and be stuck to people like throughout the world, you know?
So what are the complaints about online? Isn't it the same essentially because you're only playing people that are in the convention? So like basically if like I signed up and you signed up, I would be playing you, right? So what are the complaints about online?
So
Well,
Hashim,
the
go
fact
ahead.
that Wi-Fi is just inconsistent. Like
Oh,
there's
so they're
gonna
complaining about latency? Is
Yeah,
that the
latency and
problem?
input lag, dude.
latency, lag, just problems in general.
Or
But I
like,
feel like they have no room to complain because like that's just the nature of the situation. Like they either have the convention or they don't have it at all. They should just suck it up for 1 year and have it
I
online.
mean, yeah, but like people are gonna complain, and then they're gonna just yawn about losing their prize money. They're like, oh, I should have won, but this guy was lagging. They're gonna make those kind of complaints.
that's a big issue, yeah. I mean, Hashim, it goes back to the cloud gaming thing. It's just like you can't trust that the guys a big like let's say the best Tekken player in the world who lives in Pakistan, right? The best Tekken player in the world lives in Pakistan right now. Who says that maybe his internet's not as good as someone who lives in freaking like Ontario, Canada? You know, like if they're competing, there might be some issues, some input lag, some latency issues, and it's just not going to be a
But think
fair
about it like
tournament.
this: like if I'm the best player I'm the best player in Tekken worldwide. I won't be the best player this year because of the coronavirus, but I'll be able to reclaim my title once everything goes back to normal. I feel like they should just suck it up and just deal with it.
Yeah, but people are still going to complain because like let's say you do win, let's say you do become the new Tekken champion, and people are like, oh, you only won because the input lag because the Wi-Fi wasn't that good. You're gonna feel really bad. Like it's gonna feel really bad for the people who win. So it's just like
I feel like
I disagree. Like they get that money, they get the trophy. Like
Omar, you say
I
that,
think they're pretty
bro,
satisfied.
but they're gonna they're gonna be happy in the moment, and then they're gonna go check Twitter, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, people are shitting on me constantly, and they're gonna have to deal with that until the next Evo.
yeah, I disagree with that. Yeah, until the next Evo. But like, if they really do believe that they are, you could say that both arguments are correct. Boomer's argument and your argument. Boomer's basically saying that they'll be happy they won because they know they have better internet. But if they get shit on, then they can just reclaim their title next year.
Yeah, like
Prove
I
to
don't
everyone that
understand
they
what they
are
would
the
get shit
best.
on. Like, are they gonna use a lag switch or something? Like, what could they get shit on for?
People are
Like,
gonna shit on them for
everybody's in
that.
this situation. You
Omar,
can't really
People
shit
are
on
gonna.
one person.
Omar, I'm saying like, let's say the new Tekken 7 person beats the previous one, right? People on Twitter are
Okay.
just gonna be like, you only won because of all this situation. You're not actually good. You only won because of this, this, and this. Like
Yeah, but then they can just reclaim it the next year.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But
like
like some
I
people,
feel like that would depend on the gameplay. Like, if it lags, yeah, sure. Like,
Omar,
if it's
people,
only lagging and it's on the one guy's side, that's like the runner up. Like, I feel like then it would be a complaint. But other than that, I'm pretty sure they have like contingencies for this kind of stuff. When it's
Omar,
like lagging hard and all this.
Homer, you're really giving Twitter the benefit that people complain about the smallest things, right? So that person's
That
Yeah,
goes
but
back
like-
to the argument on why I don't like Twitter.
yeah. But I mean, same thing. Like, let's say Twitter, like Reddit, they're gonna get shit on Reddit too. Like, Reddit's gonna be just as bad, Hashim.
That's why I just go on there. I just go on social media for memes and to find out what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
I really don't care about people's opinions.
That's fair, but like, sometimes it's interesting to see. Another key thing about Evo is that the main game that they were going to showcase was Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because it's been like the 10-year anniversary of it, right? Well, the 20-year
really?
anniversary, I think. I think it's the 20-year anniversary.
Oh, so they're
of
delaying it
MTVC.
or not?
They can't
Are
play
they?
it now because there's no online. So the only way for them to have like an online version of that game is that they shipped out Xboxes that have the Xbox version. They were going to play on the original version, the Dreamcast one, like back in the 90s. That one doesn't have online. So the only
So
way
I have a
it would work-
question. So like for new games, like how do they like people haven't practiced the game and they haven't played it yet? So like how do they have tournaments for those games?
Well, your game has to release before Evo comes out, so people can
Yeah,
practice.
like
So
I
that
think at
game-
least a year. I think a year
Oh,
at
so I
least.
was
No, not
confused. I
even
thought
a
that
year.
game would be
I think it's just 6
released
months
before.
somewhere. I think it's just 6
6
months
months?
because MK11 came out like only like a couple of months before Evo happened.
So why would they need to ship out Xboxes? Why couldn't it just because they need what? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, Ashim, so at the actual event, like if it was still happening in Las Vegas, they were gonna have
Mhm.
the original Dreamcast version, the original version of the game,
Ah,
but that version
that's not
doesn't have
accessible to
online.
the general public. Yeah.
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 So the only way for people to have online for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is if they ship out the Xbox 360 version out to everyone, because that's the only other version of the game that has online, and not everyone might have that.
The Dreamcast is a different world. Do you guys ever remember playing the Dreamcast?
I never had a Dreamcast.
I never had a Dreamcast either.
I never had a
Sadly.
Dreamcast, but I remember like my cousins all playing it. And once one of my cousins bought like a fake controller for the Dreamcast, and basically when you plugged it into the Dreamcast, it like destroyed the whole Dreamcast.
Oh, jeez.
What
It's
kind
like a
of
Trojan
controller
horse.
was this?
And he thought it would be funny, so he gave it to like he passed it around to everyone in the
Yo.
family, and they all destroyed the Dreamcast.
What the heck? That's
He
so
told me he
evil.
bought it in the
That's-
hood. He
that's
bought it. He used to live in the
evil.
hood. He bought it in the hood. I have no idea where he bought it from.
That's so evil, bro.
Wow.
That's crazy. Could you
Wow.
No,
imagine?
but like he always used to get deals on stuff because he lived in the hood. He got me like a DS for like $30.
Actually, I
okay,
want to know
okay,
what your
yes.
definition of the hood is. Like, where is your definition of the hood?
Like straight Baltimore hood.
Oh, okay.
Like there were people shooting up heroin in the back in
Oh
some
yeah, like
places.
Lil Hashim picking
Playing
up
on the
his DS.
Dreamcast.
Lil Hashim picking up his DS, and there's just like heroin marks on the DS for some reason.
I'm honestly like, where you like he also got sold gold once. Like he got sold fake gold. He thought it was real and he
Mhm.
bought it. But they did the switch. They like switched. They like put it on fire to show that it was real, and then they switched it really quick. They have like sleight of hand.
They always do that. I
Scammers
never
are
understood
crazy
that.
good.
They always like put the gold underneath the lighter. I'm just like, what? Okay.
No, because like that shows that it's real gold. But like
Yeah. Is that why it's
their
called
whole
ice?
craft is like switching it out
Is that why it's called ice? Because it's cold.
because it doesn't burn.
It doesn't burn. Yeah.
Yeah, but ice burns.
It's so cold. It's hot.
It's so cold. It's hot.
It's so cold. It's hot. Umar 2020.
I'm sorry. It's so cold it burns. It's so cold it burns.
It's
That's
so
what I'm
cold
saying,
it
my bad.
burns.
It's so cold it burns.
Yeah, this podcast is a process, guys. We're learning English.
This is actually our technique of learning English. Like we
English
actually
102.
English is all our second languages, and this is the only way we're gonna actually learn it. Omar, honestly, bro, this is your chance to compete at Evo. Like this is the only way you could possibly do it. If you don't want to go to Las Vegas, you could just sign up, and then you could be a part of Evo for Smash or something.
It's for Smash. I mean, it's worth a try. Honestly, I want to see how far I can get. Let's
Uber's
see how
gonna-
many people. You know what my tactic is gonna be? I'm gonna be Kirby, and I'm just gonna suck people off stage. That's all I'm gonna
I
do.
feel like since it's not in LA, they're gonna get the record. They're gonna get the most
You mean
record for
Las
like
Vegas?
Evo signups. Yeah, it's not in Las Vegas. They're gonna get like so many people that sign up.
For sure, absolutely. Because now it's like you don't have to pay for hotels. People can literally do it from their home. But like,
So is the only requirement is that you need the console.
you need to have the console. You have to have a regulated controller. I don't know how they're gonna make sure that people have all this stuff. But like,
They're probably gonna enforce cameras.
Yeah, but like
on
how
the
do they prevent
controller.
cheating and stuff? Like that's
That's
what
a-
I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
They have to enforce cameras. I really feel like they have to do
That's
that.
a viable concern, but I feel like people have to realize that there's no option. Like there could be the Evo convention online, or there's like no other option. They can just cancel it.
And from what I heard, that they can't cancel it basically because they've already sunk too much money into this. They basically have to have a tournament in order to like.
Oh, so like, are they refunding people for the tickets, or are they keeping them?
They definitely refunded everything, but like the money that they've already sunk into it, they have to like get something back.
Come up with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay for entry in the tournaments?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think you do. I think you do. I don't know. I might be wrong. I know you have to pay for your own hotel and everything like that and stuff.
I feel like you do have to pay for entry.
Yo, dude, I've been
So
I've been to the Mandalay
go ahead.
Bay.
Sorry.
I've been to the Mandalay Bay where they have this tournament. If like, because I went to Vegas a couple of years ago. It's really nice, bro. That place is super cool. The Mandalay Bay, it's so nice.
I
I'm
feel like
telling you guys,
California is like a different world in itself than the United States.
Hashim, you sound like such an idiot right now. You do know that Las Vegas is not in California.
Oh, okay. Cut that out. Cut that out,
Nah,
bro.
bro, that's staying in.
Viva!
I'm sorry, bro, that's staying
Viva!
in.
No, it's not.
Viva Las Vegas!
Okay,
Quick,
let's wrap it up. And
Homer,
let's finish.
where is Las Vegas?
Nevada.
Nevada.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much for listening, guys. This has been a great episode. Now we're gonna cut to the second half of this episode where we actually had a guest, a special guest. Homer, would you
Yeah,
like to
it's my
introduce the guest
boy.
real quick?
Is my boy
Yes,
Kyle?
I would like you to introduce. No. I would like to introduce you to my
It's my
friend
boy
Kyle
Kyle.
here.
It's my boy Kyle.
It's my boy Kyle.
It's my boy Kyle.
It's our boy Kyle.
Yes.
How you doing, Kyle?
What's up, guys? How y'all been?
Oh,
We're
we're doing
pretty
good, man.
good. How about
Pretty
yourself? How's your quarantine going?
Pretty damn chill. Just catching up on anime, playing games, and just chilling through college.
Dude, same. Do you guys believe in aliens? Question mark.
Whoa, that
Yo, I'm so
wasn't
mad
subtle.
about this. I mean,
I didn't want it to be subtle. That's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite thing about the topic is no one really talked about it too much because the world's just too crazy right now.
Yeah.
Last year in 2019, if they confirmed a UFO, everyone would be shitting their pants.
Yeah, man.
But today it was like, oh,
it's just another drop of the hat.
cool,
Yeah,
whatever.
It's just another.
Yeah.
It's just
So,
another
yeah.
drop in the water of the flood that is 2020.
everyone's dying. Kim Jong Un's dead. I don't care
Yo,
what's next.
That's why I'm upset.
Yeah,
no
like,
one's paying attention to it. That's the crazy thing. Everyone's just focused on
No
COVID-19.
fact.
That's why I'm upset because like as soon as we stopped recording last week, all the news came out and like we would have been super excited about it, but we couldn't talk about it for a week because we have our schedule or whatever. But you know what's interesting though? You guys are saying that no one cares about this UFO thing, but you remember last year when NASA found like this unidentified space object that like moved trajectory in space and like no one cared about that either? Kyle, you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
heard about.
Yeah, I remember.
I heard about it.
The fact that like no one talked about that either, it just kind of goes to show. I feel like people just don't care about aliens. Like I feel like we've gotten desensitized because of movies where we just don't care about aliens now. Because like that's
I don't know about that. I don't know about that because there's so much going on this year by itself that
Mhm.
like people are just
Yeah,
not
dude.
focused on certain things.
But like
I don't feel like there's time
this-
to
this-
care about aliens when people are struggling to
guys,
keep jobs
guys,
right now in
I
this
get
current
that.
economy.
I get that, guys. But like I'm talking about last year when the
Yeah.
cylinder thing happened.
Yeah,
No one
I don't
cared
know what
either.
happened last year to be honest with you.
I think that's more of a symptom of the world being smaller because every news topic becomes changed the next day.
Mhm.
Every day is something new. No one can keep interest in a topic for more than 3 days.
Yeah, and people
It's
don't know
just
what
a
to
news
believe.
cycle.
Like when you tell them, like, "Oh, the Pentagon released UFOs," like, "Oh, send me the source. Is that
Mhm.
real?" There's so many articles like floating around that are BS that we don't know what's right or wrong.
The number one like argument I've heard about this is that this is just a distraction to like distract people away from like what Trump's doing behind the scenes or what China's doing behind the scenes. Like this
That
just
is
a
always the
distraction.
argument.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, guys, come on, man. Like, and here's another thing. This video is not new. It's been around the internet since 2007. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I've seen this video before, but I've seen like screenshots of it before, like a long time ago, and now it's just recently coming out again. So it's interesting how people are still making that argument that like, oh, it's nothing, it's just a distraction, even though it's been around forever now.
So this poses the question: do you believe in aliens?
Well, you guys know my take on it. I mean, we'll get back into it eventually, but Omar, I'm really curious about your take, bro, because you were the
I
biggest
think-
proponent against this back in the day.
I mean, you already know my take on that too, and this is going to be another long discussion. But I don't.
But
believe
your
in
special
aliens.
guest doesn't know y'all's take.
Yes,
That's
yes,
true.
yes.
That's true. Actually, I think we're more interested in your take, Kyle.
I mean, it's not like I ever cared or really want to see one, but
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think it's totally possible. I just don't see why they have an interest in our planet.
That's fair. But here's the thing. So, like, you think that aliens do exist, though? Like, overall?
Somewhere in the universe. I mean, we never discovered it all yet. There's so much more to this universe we don't know yet.
Do you think they're
I
going to
think
be?
there's aliens, but they're not going to be intelligent aliens.
here's the
It's going
thing.
to be like microorganisms or something like that.
Yeah,
So-
some type of life form.
Wait, Kyle, you also agree with Hashim? You think it's just they're not intelligent life form out there?
If
I mean,
they
I
were
think anything
intelligent,
could be
wouldn't
possible.
Wouldn't they come here already?
No, dude.
If
not
they're
necessarily.
so much
Well, that's
more
on the
advanced
notion
than
that
us.
are super intelligent. They could also have another Earth somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, a counter Earth.
Parallel
Earth
universe.
X.
Oh, parallel universe. Let's not get into that one.
For real though, Omar. So has this changed your perception at all?
No, not really. Because like you said, there's been pictures of this before, and there's nothing else besides these pictures. Like
Yeah, the video's not saying much really.
it's
Yo,
it's really nothing there. Honestly.
y'all are crazy, man. Come on, man. Aliens exist. Get out of here.
Where did the UFO concept come that aliens have to be in UFOs? Like,
Well, here's the thing. UFO just stands for unidentified flying object. So you know that little oval thing? That's just movies.
Mhm.
It doesn't necessarily have to be an oval thing.
but wasn't that video like an
Oval
oval
thing.
thing?
What do you mean
That video
oval?
looked
You mean
like
the
an oval
flying
thing.
saucer?
Yeah,
You
flying
mean
It's a
flying
saucer,
Yeah, flying saucer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like that's like a man-made concept.
that's a
like,
man-made concept. Yeah,
Yeah,
Which-
that's our depiction of aliens.
which is why
but in the video, didn't that look like a saucer?
I mean, again, it was super grainy. I don't really know. I mean, maybe it is a saucer. Maybe that's like what the creators based their aliens on. Like they found an actual saucer and they based it on movies and stuff like that. But here's the thing. I really want to beg you guys a question. Do you honestly believe that in the vastness of space, there's not a single intelligent life form besides us in the universe?
Not as intelligent as us, no.
Omar, don't you think that's super narcissistic of you to think that we're like the center of the universe?
I mean, that's not my reasoning for it. Like, there's not much possibility of there being another Earth.
You know what I
Yes,
think
there
is
is,
when,
Omar.
when
What
you
are you
say when
talking
you pose
about?
that question?
No, there's really not though. Like, Earth has so many properties to it that makes it Earth. Like the position of where it is from the sun,
That's true. That's
how much
true.
water it has on the planet
Yeah.
that can actually thrive life.
Earth is like a unique thing that so many other planets missed out on.
Again,
It's like
though,
a random set of events.
I get that,
according
guys.
to science.
I completely understand what you guys are saying.
Religion takes a whole new different turn, but yeah.
I get what you guys are saying, but do you forget how massive space is? Like you have to remember that we're just the Milky Way galaxy, and inside the Milky Way galaxy, there's like billions of solar systems that we can't reach, and besides that, there's billions of galaxies. So inside those billions of galaxies, there's billions of solar systems and billions of stars that have their own set of planets. And you don't think that in those billions of galaxies, there's not another set of solar systems that's like almost identical to ours?
I don't think we'll ever find
Well, yeah,
out
I
or
agree. I
know.
don't think we're ever gonna find it in our lifetime.
I don't think
but-
we'll even ever get out of the solar system.
Yeah, I agree too. But again, if you think about it logically, it has to exist out there, right? Like it has to. Like
Well,
the numbers.
if it
I would
is,
think
it's
so.
it's a very, very small possibility.
Omar,
of
it's
us
not a very
finding it.
small possibility because the billions and billions and billions of solar systems out there.
I mean, of us finding it.
I
like
know,
said.
again, I don't think we're gonna find it, but it has to exist. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, has to exist. That's a bit of a stretch.
But that kind of brings up the question: why is there other forms of life, not intelligent life, in our solar system?
Well, it's like Omar said, in our solar system of only 8 planets.
What about Pluto?
Yeah, I was gonna say these 8 planets.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
He
in
got-
our,
he
in
got
our
did
8
dirty.
planets, we're the only one who has the right things for life. But again, you have to remember how massive the galaxy is, how massive the universe is. There's bound to be another solar system out there that has a very similar makeup of Earth. And here's another thing. I mean, I don't think you guys are considering this. Why do the other aliens have to have the exact same genetic makeup as us? I mean, we're carbon-based life forms. We need water to survive. That does not necessarily mean that other aliens need those exact same properties to survive as well. There could be potentially a life that's like diamond based. Like you guys ever watch Ben 10 growing up? Like think about it, like gray matter,
Yeah.
diamond head, all those things. I mean, yeah, that's fantasy, of course, but like there's some scientific accuracy to that. We think that every life on Earth is carbon based, but that's not necessarily true. There might be other forms of life out there that have other genetic makeups that are very different than ours.
Okay, that's fair. But again, they still not might be intelligent either. Like everything else besides us is not that intelligent on Earth. So what makes you think they're going to be intelligent? Just because of the possibility that there's so many planets and solar systems?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, actually, yeah. The numbers, literally, just look at the numbers, bro. Like how big the universe
What do you
is.
define intelligent? What do you define intelligent? Like the ability to communicate, read, or write, or more like an animal where they operate by themselves? They're sentient in a way.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a good question because
for me, intelligent just means communication. If you're able to communicate, you're intelligent. Like animals are intelligent in their own way. I mean, look at monkeys, bro. Like monkeys are slowly developing tools as well. I mean, they're basically just basic humans. Who knows? Maybe in like thousands of years, they're going to basically evolve to be us, just like in the movies and stuff. But like, that's in the future. But that's what I'm saying. Like in other planets, there's probably the potential for just that. Like, because you have to remember that. I mean, okay, religion aside, if you believe in religion, I get that, and it says its own thing. But if you believe in strictly science, on other planets, who knows how long the evolution lifespan has been like? Like they've probably been evolving for like much longer than humans have been on Earth. So they potentially have much more advanced technology than we do.
if the aliens were to come to the Earth, would we be exploited like animals? Like we exploit animals?
Probably.
If they're more intelligent than us.
Yeah, for sure. Like we dissect animals all the time for science, so I bet they do the same thing. But again,
Yeah. Free labor.
Yeah, free labor. Yeah. you know that one episode of Black Mirror where like wait, has any of you guys seen Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Nah.
I've seen a couple episodes, but not the whole thing.
Okay, well,
That show's
Hashim,
wild.
do you remember that one episode of Black Mirror when they have like them running on the elliptical?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like they just have like a bunch of human slaves running on
Oh, yeah,
ellipticals,
yeah.
powering their ships and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I think we're done talking about aliens.
Yeah.
We can talk about that afterwards. Like, I'm shocked that you guys still don't. You're still speculative. Like, that's crazy to me.
I mean, I'm on your side. I think
Yeah.
they are out there somewhere.
Yeah. I'm just. It's mostly just Omar because I feel like Omar's not thinking about this big enough. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe. Well, actually, speaking of aliens, that other show is coming out soon. It's called Solar Opposites. So it's made by the same people who made Rick and Morty.
It
And
looks like a cash grab. It looks like the same style
it
as Rick
does.
and Morty.
It's about a family of aliens that invades Earth and are kind of stranded here, so they have to make a life here.
It looks like it's
Would-
putting no individual thought into its show. It's just trying to grab onto the Rick and Morty fans. That
No,
like,
actually,
they'll watch that show.
yeah, the voice of Rick is one of the characters, so it feels like just another episode of Rick and Morty, which I don't like.
Wait, are you sure
is
the
it made
voice
by?
of Rick? Are you sure the voice of Rick is one of the? Oh, it's called what is it called, Omar?
Solar Opposites.
Solar
That's the
Opposites.
name of the show.
Omar, are
It's
you
the
Who's it made
sure?
Hulu
by?
original.
Justin Roiland, Dan Harmon.
No, dude,
Mhm.
no. So it's just Justin Roiland. Dan Harmon's not.
Just
part of
Justin
this.
Roiland.
Yeah,
Ah.
which is why I think it's gonna be bad, to be honest. But Omar, are you sure it's just one guy? Are you sure just the voice of Rick is doing one character? I thought I was listening to the trailer. I feel like the entire family is voiced by Justin Roiland.
You think so?
Like I heard literally his voice in all the characters. So I feel like the entire family is voiced by Justin Roiland.
I mean, maybe. I was honestly just looking out for voices I could recognize. Rick, Morty, whoever else might be on the show that
I mean,
I
you do-
could
So it is a
recognize.
cash.
But I was trying to see if I could hear the same voices, you know? Like it
It's-
was gonna do the same voices for this show as well, which he kind of did.
I mean, Justin Roiland, man, like, okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, Omar, I showed you that one thing that he made before Rick and Morty, right?
Oh yeah, the Bill Cosby. thing.
Kyle, have you seen House of Cosby's? Do you know what that is?
I've seen it. I don't remember too well,
You've
but I've
seen
definitely
it?
seen it.
Yeah, that's even better than like. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it's that style of like humor, you know. That's what I'm expecting because like that's Justin Roiland by himself. Like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't mean to talk crap about Justin Roiland because he made Rick and Morty. And Rick and Morty is really good, but I really think that Rick and Morty is only good because of Dan Harmon, and that's just because of like his writing style. Like Dan Harmon's writing style is really good, and I just don't think that Justin Roiland's gonna be able to do that as well. So I agree with
I feel like it's gonna
Hashim.
It's gonna follow the same path as Rick and Morty.
No, it's not Hashim. It doesn't look anything like Rick and Morty. It looks more like American Dad, but bad.
Yeah, it looks pretty
It's
weird.
interesting. Interesting because Rick and Morty comes out the new season like around this time as well. Like I think May 5th. Yeah, the new season.
Well,
Oh, I wasn't keeping up with that.
I feel like the hype of Rick and Morty just completely died after season 5. Yeah.
Yeah, that season was doo-doo. It was nothing
No,
impactful.
no, Omar, you know what's crazy? I like season 5. I thought season 5 was really good. Season 4 and 3 what killed it for me. Like I thought season 3 and 4 were garbage.
I mean, maybe that's why it's not popping right now because a lot of people didn't like those seasons, so they didn't even care about season 5 as much.
Yeah, I haven't watched past season 2. I don't remember anything.
I didn't even know they had a season 5.
Me
That's
neither.
wild.
I
man.
thought there was season 2.
Yo, that's wild. You remember when freaking people were freaking out over Szechuan sauce? Like that feels like a lifetime ago now.
That was a long
Yeah.
That was what was that? 2017, I think so.
It's whenever season 3 came out.
If
Yeah.
they re-release Szechuan sauce, would it be as hype as it?
You want to know
As it
something,
was then.
Hashim? You want to know something, Hashim?
It's a constant menu item now.
They
Is that what
already
you're
did
gonna
that.
say?
Yeah, they already did that.
Oh, so it's just stable at McDonald's now? Like you can go to
No,
McDonald's
it's not
and get one?
stable, but they had like another. They had like a re-release, but no one cared.
You think that like it's like the Wendy's chicken sandwich now that it's available everywhere, no one cares about it.
You mean the Popeye chicken
No,
sandwich?
Popeyes, yeah.
Yeah, Popeye's chicken sandwich, not Wendy's.
Yo, you got Wendy's on the brain after the last podcast. Were you listening to that
Yeah,
mixtape again?
Frosties.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, Wendy's had a mixtape.
Yeah, in the last
Oh,
podcast,
really?
we talked about the Wendy's mixtape and the Hamburger Helper mixtape, where like they basically
Yeah.
dissed all their competition.
The Hamburger Helper mixtape was really fire.
Shit was fire. Check it out on SoundCloud.
Okay, over.
I might have to.
Plug.
Oh my god. All right, so are we excited for Outer Species whatever?
Out of species.
Not a
Sorry.
species. What?
Sorry guys, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of a stupid anime I saw. Okay,
Interspecies reviewer?
Interspecies reviewers. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
What's that about?
Sorry, nothing. We can move on from that.
No, go ahead. Talk about it. You already brought it up.
Well,
I'm
okay,
waiting.
just to put a pin on the Outer Species, the freaking Omer, what is this freaking show called, man?
Solar Opposites.
Solar Opposites. Why can't I get that freaking name in my mind?
Because it's not an impactful name. Like I keep forgetting it as well. Don't worry. It's not just you.
Yeah, so I guess we're not excited for it then.
Nope, not at all.
I didn't hear about it till this podcast.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Are we excited about that's coming out soon?
Well, hold up, Hashim. We have to talk about Interspecies reviewer now. So Kyle, as you're the only one who had a reaction to this, have you actually watched the masterpiece that is the show?
I've been meaning to, but my friend showed me, I think, 3 or 4 episodes.
It's absolutely crazy, man.
Amazing. And then also, I watched the YouTuber Nux Taku,
Oh yeah?
if you know who that is.
Yo, I love his JoJo videos, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was part of his little raid on Mal to vote Interspecies Reviewer as the #1 anime, and it briefly made it up there.
Oh my god.
Really? Wow.
Yo,
I think at a 9.39.
Wait, so how does that work? You guys rated something to make it #1?
So there's a website called My Anime List. It's the go-to website to look at anime rankings and give your opinions and
So
reviews
it's
and
like
all
the
that.
it's like the IMBD of anime.
yeah, it's the
Exactly.
IMDb anime, yeah.
And with Interspecies Reviewer, I don't know if I should describe the show or not, but Funimation had it, and they
Yeah.
didn't know what the show was. When they learned what it was, they didn't like it anymore.
Yeah, dude.
So Nux Taco got really
what does that
mad.
mean? What
So,
does that mean? Is it like
what
hentai?
what makes the show so bad?
So
Let-
guys.
The show is good, but let me
Kyle,
finish first.
Kyle, hold up.
What?
So they got 5 episodes in, and then Funimation realized what the show was and canceled the rest of the show. Just so you guys know,
Yeah.
they finished the season, but they're not gonna make any more now.
Did they not know what it was? Like what were they doing? What were
So-
they thinking?
So
Well,
Kyle-
their network's not going to make it. Others
yes,
will.
Others will. Yeah. So Kyle, have you watched Beastars?
No,
Okay. Do you know what Beastars is?
I've heard.
Do you know what happens in Beastar?
I don't know what happens, but I get the plot line.
It's furry anime. That's
Yes.
all you need to know.
Okay, so Omar, if you could not get through Beastar, there's no way you could get through Interspecies Reviewer.
I'm okay with
Absolutely
that, but I'm still waiting for you to describe it to me. What is this about?
not. Well,
Interspecies Reviewer is better than that furry crap.
I don't know about
You
that.
think so?
I don't know about that. I heard the story in Beastars is slightly more deep, you know?
Dang, our furry viewers are gonna listen to me.
Yeah. Arslan's a furry, confirmed. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah,
It's gonna be your
80%
main
of our
audience.
new fan base is gonna be furries now. Thanks, Arslan.
They're gonna
But
rage
hey.
in the comments.
But hey, the good thing though is when you're in those communities, it's so much easier to make money off of them.
Yo, you're so right.
That
Let's
makes
go.
sense.
Yo.
That makes sense. Katsucon people were buying money like buying stuff like crazy.
Yo, Kyle,
Like
did
those furry artists can make hundreds of dollars easily.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, man.
So
It's
that
such a
furry
profitable
art-
business.
Wait, so Kyle, you should probably describe what the show is because I feel like if I talked about it, I would lose respect to my family.
Okay, I have no shame. Do you guys know what isekai is?
Yes.
No.
Isekai. Isekai is that genre of anime, right?
Genre of anime where you're kind of in a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this fantasy world, there's these adventurers and an angel, and what they do for their town is they review brothels, and each of these brothels contain a different type of species, but whether it be like insanely fiery hot lizard woman
Mhm.
or
Demons,
else was
ghouls, succubuses, and zombies, mummies.
Yep, what he
Ghost,
said.
Yeah.
Sucky
And
bye.
they give a score and review it and tell their own personal thoughts on the board. And
Yeah.
I think it's a delightful anime.
It's
Really?
definitely
Really?
it's definitely something. I've only read the
someone-
descriptions.
As someone from the outside looking into the anime world, it's very complex.
Not wrong there.
Yo,
I've
Hashim's
only
anime
watched
knowledge.
like a couple of animes,
Hashim's
like
anime
Naruto
knowledge.
and like JoJo.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hashim's anime knowledge goes Naruto, and then nothing else, and then yeah,
Hey,
No,
come on.
JoJo. Like half of JoJo. That's about it.
like a
I'm
quarter of
basically a
JoJo.
bandwagoner anime watcher.
My advice to you is I want you to put a tweet up saying Rock Lee and the Gara fight was the best fight in anime all time, and let me know what happens.
That was.
Let me know what happens on Twitter.
Yo, when he took his
Are people
when he
gonna
took his
are
leg
people gonna
braces
rip on
off,
me
bro.
like Naruto?
I was gonna say when freaking Rock Lee took his leg braces off, bro. Come on, that wasn't hype to you. Come on.
I'm telling you to tell it to Twitter
Okay, yeah,
What would happen? Would they rip on me?
absolutely.
because people post that clip every day, and everyone wants you to watch more anime because there's so much more better stuff than that. I'm telling you, it's every fucking day. But where was I going about the interspecies reviewer thing?
Well, I
You're
was
basically
gonna,
describing them.
I was basically
Yeah.
gonna say, so Hashim, the reason that Funimation didn't realize what they had was because the manga that's based on is actually not as explicit as the show. In the show, they do everything. Like it goes way beyond what you could get away with on TV. Like there's like full on
Okay.
motions,
What?
you know?
Nudity?
There's
Nudity
full.
and stuff?
Way more than nudity, Omer. Way more than nudity, bro.
Really?
Way more than
Well, it shows
So-
boobs. It's not actual sex scenes, but they heavily imply it.
Okay.
No,
but-
dude, what are you talking about? There's actual sex scenes in the show.
Wait. So do you guys think this is a cash grab then?
No, Omer.
Just for, you know?
No, it's a fun
No?
little anime.
It's a fun little anime.
It just got
Is the plot actually good, or is it just about that?
I don't think the plot is good.
brothels. There's nothing more to the plot.
Nah, dude. It's just another one of those ecchi animes, you know? It's just one of those
It's just
animes
it's just
that,
fan service. That's all it is. Fan service.
Yeah.
Though
But it's fan service the anime. It's
Fan
usually in
service,
fan
yeah.
service. Like for One Piece, they just somewhere in the middle of the scene, Nami's boobs just fly all over the place,
hmm
and that's fan service. But in this anime, that is the central focus: is
Yeah.
the boobs, the women. That is the focus.
the
Nice to know you guys are watching hentai.
Okay, Omer.
Gentioi.
No, hentai.
No, the guy who watched Noxtaku knew what I was talking about.
Oh, really?
So
But yeah, so Noxtaku had a raid, and then he got the rating for that interspecies reviewer up there to number 1.
hey, look
But
at that.
Funimation got it really mad, so they started deleting accounts and got that score brought down really fast
Did they
to like
ban
top.
did they ban Nux's account?
No. So a lot of people made accounts
Oh, okay.
just to rate it high, but they took it as spam, so they
Mhm.
deleted a couple accounts, and then they changed the scoring just so it can tank down interspecies reviewer score.
Ooh.
So
Nasty.
my anime list
Okay.
did not like that show being number 1.
They really like this show. Wow.
No, they hated the show, so they wanted
Yeah.
to bring it down.
So Hashim, you
Oh,
were
that's why they
asking.
did it. Okay.
You were asking. Okay, so I mean, you guys understand why they make shows like this, right? Like,
Yeah.
why they
It
make like
appeals
these
to an
ugly-
audience.
They're the companies are literally just vying off the like how like people buy figures and things like that.
Mhm.
They're literally just going after that audience. They're just going after the audience who literally buys figures and they see like a
So
really
they're gonna
cute
make
girl.
they're gonna make merchandise after.
Dude, that's all this business is, dude. Whenever you watch an ecchi anime, it's just so they can merchandise. Like if you ever notice, the male character never changes outfits. It's only the females who ever change outfits, and that they only do that so that they can make
Because there's too
another
much
figure.
effort to put in the mills.
No, Hashim.
They make all their money off the females.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they're gonna sell another figure of that female and rack in all the money, And
I mean,
the
besides
reason-
anime, isn't that true for all Hollywood kind of?
Yes and no, but but back to like the interspecies reviewer thing. The reason why this show is so freaking crazy is because every single episode there's like a new species of female that they go to. So that's just a new figure every single episode that they can sell, and people are buying
So-
all of their
Waifu.
favorite girls.
I'm gonna ask you this, Ursulan. Why are you watching this show?
I'm not watching this show. You just know me, bruh. You know that I know things.
Arslan, I have another question for you. Who's waifu in the show?
I don't know. I don't know any of the characters' names. I've just seen pictures of them.
Okay, which picture? Which species?
Okay, Umar, we don't need to know this.
I want to know Arslan's opinion.
I
That's
don't
it.
know, dude. I don't remember that well. I remember the plot of the show. I remember why it was created, what its purpose was, and that's really it. I don't really know anything about the show. Yo,
Just by
Kyle,
saying that.
were you at Katsucon?
Nope,
Do you not do that stuff?
not really. I
Hmm.
almost went to Otakon
Yeah.
with my friends
Otakon.
this year.
Wait,
But
is that,
that has
is
been
that a
closed.
Transformers place?
You would think so.
Insert laugh
But-
track here.
That- But that was closed during the quarantine
Yeah, of
recently.
course. Yeah. Dang, man. Did you buy your
Autobots.
ticket already?
Yeah, but they're doing refunds.
Okay,
It
good.
was just
That's
80
good, that's
bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we were trying to get a panel at Otakon. Yeah, they said we weren't big enough, so no.
Really?
Yeah.
How dare they? They're missing out.
Exactly, man. They're missing
Exactly,
out on this
dude. That's what
content,
we're
bro.
saying.
Like the
You guys
one-
are huge for the furry community.
Yeah,
Don't say
yeah.
that. Don't say that.
We're huge, dude. Oh, Hashim, who's your favorite My Little Pony? Go.
What? What?
Actually, you're a brony. I didn't know that, dude.
Come on, man. Say it.
What's up, dude? I'm a brony too.
No shame here.
I
Absolutely
have
no
no, I
shame
have
here.
no idea what
This
the
is
bronies
a
are.
safe place. This is a safe place, Hashim. You can trust us.
Yo, Kyle, you
Oh,
can
let's talk
definitely-
about something real. Zayn Malik. I'm joking.
Yo, actually,
Zayn
we can
Malik
talk
and
about this.
what?
We can talk about this. Okay, so Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid. So, Kyle, you obviously haven't listened to our previous podcast like fully, right?
Nope.
Okay, so
Do you know who they are?
we have a no, Hashim. We have a running joke about the Hadid sisters. Where every single episode we reference them. Omar and Hashim might not know this because they don't listen to the podcast either, but
Nah, I know
I
we
do,
We do.
and we bring up Bella Hadid and Gigi Hadid all the time for no reason.
The fuck?
Exactly, right? Like we
Are you
all,
guys in love with him?
maybe they're really cute,
Possibly, honestly.
But
Maybe this podcast gets you laid with him.
yo,
That's
Wouldn't
Omar's,
that be the dream?
Omar's in charge of DMing celebrities to get guests, so that's his job.
Yeah, I already DM'd H3, and Moist Critical.
Oh, really?
Why did you DM
Yeah.
those people?
I mean, those are just people that you guys would know. I DM some other people too. Don't worry.
Dude,
I don't
okay,
know
good.
who both of those are.
Good things are coming our way. Oh, you don't know them, Hashim? Okay.
So, just for context, I told Omar to DM small time people just so we can get like maybe programmers for video games that we enjoy or small time actors in movies that we liked or TV shows and things like that because I know that they're not doing much during quarantine. So like this is at least a chance for them to talk about their craft and they might even bring any followers that they have towards our podcast as well. That was just my idea behind it. But I don't know if hitting up a really popular podcaster would really do much for
And
us.
that was a good idea, but I still DM small time people, just not only small time people.
Okay.
I
Umar.
want to DM some other people too.
He's
Umar.
thinking big. He's thinking big.
I'm thinking big. I'm thinking in the future, bro.
Okay, let's start the new topic.
Yeah. Okay.
Are y'all gamers?
So here's the thing. I know a lot about games. I play some games. Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you played Persona 5?
Of course.
What's your thoughts on it?
Amazing.
So I gave Omar
And that's an
Persona
understatement.
I gave Omar Persona 5 about 4 months ago and he refuses to play it.
Hey, I've been playing it very, very slowly at my own pace. All right.
So what
All
that
right, if
means
I'm back
is-
in Maryland, I'll make him play it. I have 120 hours in that game, and I don't regret a single hour.
No, dude, same. I
Wow,
really just want to
really?
play it right now. I really do. So I am currently 60 hours into Royale, and I just found out that you have to max out Akechi and everyone else to like get the new semester, and that really pisses me off because I didn't do any of that. So now I'm really struggling to like max all those confidants out.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
I played Persona 5, but I haven't gotten Royale.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I don't
so-
know if it's worth it or not.
Oh, dude, I feel like I just spoiled you. Then I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I already know. I watched streams of it. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
Oh, you already watched streams of it.
So, dude.
Well, I know what. I haven't seen the new content at all yet.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The streamer I watched hasn't got to there yet, but I know the requirements.
Yeah. So I just
And
found out
I've
the
seen the trailer
requirements.
too.
I'm somehow still not spoiled yet. I don't know anything about the new semester. I kind of like the new girl. I feel like they really pushed her a little bit. Like I feel like they really forced you to hang out with her a little bit. And I don't know how I feel
Yeah.
about that. But she's fun.
Kasumi looking like best girl. Kasumi looking like best girl.
You
That's all
say
I
that,
gotta
but
say.
Makoto's right there though. Makoto's right there.
I know.
Makoto is right. Okay, anyway. So when Omar says that he's playing it slowly, it means he's still on hour 2.
I had a
Yes.
feeling.
I
Yeah,
am
and
not past the tutorial yet, sadly.
If you were to gun for the story, it takes around 50 to 60 hours.
Oh,
So
jeez.
if he's taking his time with it, he'll be done by 2023.
Persona
2023.
6. Yes.
Sounds
Hey,
about right.
hey, Umar has better things to do. He has to play Animal Crossing.
Yeah, facts, Hashim. Thank you, bro. Kyle, are you into Animal Crossing right now?
That's not a
I
better
haven't
thing to
bought
do.
it.
That's not a
You
better
haven't
thing to
bought
do,
it?
man.
What do you think
Are-
about it? Have you seen any gameplay of it?
I've seen it. It's very interesting, especially with the idea of you can upload images, which I think adds a lot to it.
Yeah, man.
If I were to get it, I would load my island up with that picture of Shadow. Do you know what that picture of Shadow is?
Shadow? What do you mean?
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay, I was gonna
Shadow
say,
the Hedgehog?
like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't know it.
Nah, dude.
'Cause-
What is it?
It's this picture of Shadow, and then he looks at you dead in the eyes and says, "Nice cock."
Is that a meme? Is it
It's a
what
huge
meme
meme,
is
yeah.
that from? What the hell?
No, it's a meme. I've heard that meme before.
Yeah, if you would have recognized it if I had said Shadow, but yeah, I don't know. The internet loves the Sonic franchise, just not the games. Have y'all seen the? So the reason I brought up games is I was curious if y'all seen the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh, that's cool. We can talk about that.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. There's no gameplay yet, right? Like it's just all cinematics.
No, there's no. It's just cinematic stuff.
It's cinematic, but there is words on gameplay.
It's Viking mythology. What is it?
Yes.
It's
Viking
Norse
mythology,
mythology.
yeah.
Yeah, so basically, they're Vikings.
So
Anglo-Saxons and the Danes.
this is
How was Odyssey? Was it compared to the other Assassin's Creed?
Well, I was gonna say, Hashim, I was gonna ask you. Like, you're the one playing Odyssey, so how
I
is
haven't
it?
played it yet, really.
I
Right.
played it a bit. I haven't beaten it. I'm not going to.
You don't like it?
It's
It's
decent.
not good. Yeah, I haven't heard it's good.
It's their level system that sucks. Because
Wait.
like I'm a fan of RPG elements, but the way the game works is that if you're level 40 and the enemy is level 45, it is near impossible for you
Yeah.
to kill them.
That's what I saw. Yeah.
So you have to grind a lot of XP, and then you can finally have a chance to fight the enemy. And then once you get to the next story, they're another 10 levels ahead of you. So now you got to grind,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just an unfun process.
So yeah, Oh, go ahead.
It's a decent story, but it's just not fun to play.
I was gonna say, like, I'm an old Assassin's Creed head. Like, I grew up playing that series. Like, I played 1, 2, 3, Brotherhood, Revelations, all that. I stopped at Unity, and that's when they shifted to the new style. And I don't know. I'm not really a new fan. I'm not a big fan of the new style. I've never really been into Western RPGs. Like, I feel like they're not that good. So, I just can't get into it. You know?
Yeah. It's Ubisoft, and I don't have trust in them as a gaming company.
That's fair. Did Origins have RPG style too?
Yeah, no. Origins and Odyssey have the same style, and then Valhalla is definitely gonna have the same style as well.
Okay, but Syndicate was different though.
No, yeah,
Gotcha.
Syndicate was more like Unity, so it was more.
Yeah, Ursan, I was always wondering why you stopped playing Assassin's Creed. I never knew.
Yeah, because it's just the style changed so much. I'm just like, I don't like this anymore. Like, this is not Assassin's Creed
fair.
anymore. It's
Like I heard in Valhalla, there's gonna be two protagonists, a female and a male this time.
Well,
Or
yeah.
like Syndicate.
they've been doing that since Odyssey, dude. Like they had that.
Did
in
they- have they
previous games.
really?
Yeah,
I didn't see them. I always saw a male figure when I saw gameplay of it.
really. I only saw the female. Everyone plays as Cassandra, dude. Like no one.
So what
played
was the
as-
last version of the old Assassin's Creed? Was it Black Flag?
No, dude. It was Syndicate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Syndicate.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm probably not gonna get it just because I haven't played Odyssey or Origins, but I know Ubisoft has actually gotten lots of success with this, so I don't feel like they're gonna stop. Like, I mean, I guess we don't like it, but a lot of people do. Like, Assassin's Creed sales have skyrocketed since they've shifted, because the Syndicate sales was absolute trash. Like, no one bought it, but then they went back up for Origins and Odyssey, so they're gonna continue that trend.
Yeah, they just need to slap Assassin's Creed on it, and boom, that's tons and tons and tons of money.
Yeah, nowadays.
But
Yeah.
a lot of the
Yeah,
comments on
nowadays.
Twitter were saying like this with the cinematic that they can make this Viking game its own game, which it should, but they're gonna just put Assassin's Creed on it because they know it'll generate way more money that way.
For sure. I mean,
And that's fair than the thing as well.
they
It looks like an interesting game so far.
didn't
Just based on
Ubisoft already make a Viking game called For Honor?
Yeah.
And isn't that So I don't know what they're doing.
It's Viking, samurai, and some other class of warrior.
Yeah, I'm really interested with the time period because I actually read about it I took a class called medieval time period from like 11th century, and so basically it's gonna be the Vikings storming Normandy against the British. Yo, Ubisoft hates the British, bro. Have you noticed this? Like, think about Assassin's Creed 3, freaking Revelations 2 to a certain extent, Black Flag. They hate the British, man. Like, the British are always the bad guys.
I mean, the British were the main opposition for much of the world for the longest time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Do you think the British were the bad guys because they were like the dominating force? Like for the longest time, Britain was not the underdog, and we always root for the underdog. So that's why we think these other
Yeah,
countries are the
definitely.
victors.
Didn't they always say that in the British Empire it was always 5 o'clock somewhere?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because the sun never set in the British Empire because of how big it was.
They owned everything.
That's interesting. Do you think that affected sales for the Assassin's Creed games? Like Assassin's Creed 3 Black Flag that opposed to British. Do you think that affected sales in the UK?
Oh, definitely not. No. No
No,
one hates the
definitely not.
British more than British people.
Yeah,
No one
I
hates the
don't know
British
who
more.
has.
Which is
Uh,
surprising.
I don't know who has strong opinions. Like, God damn it, they have something against the British not getting my money. No.
No. Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt. Due to some technical difficulties, we had to cut the podcast a little bit short right here. Thank you so much to our guest, Kyle. You were an amazing guest. So we hope to have you back on the podcast real soon. Thank you all who listened to this episode, and look forward to upcoming ones. Don't forget to like and comment, and also leave some reviews down the bottom for us. We're always trying to improve, and you guys really do help with that. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and we'll see you next week, okay?